Hi, I'm Lexi and I'm a senior in Girl Scouts. I'm going to help you earn your Wonders of Water journey. We're first going to work on our Love Water badge. I'm going to first read to you a part of a story from the Wonders of Water book, and then we're going to work on a rainbow activity. After that, we're going to plant seeds in a reusable bottle, and then we're going to work on looking at things that float and things you love to do in water. As an extra challenge, I'm going to teach you how to make an origami boat. We're reading the story One Sparkly Drop. You can follow along in your Brownie book as well. School was out and it was a rainy afternoon. Jamila, Alejandra, and Campbell walked home splashing in every puddle. "Where does water go after the rain stops?" asked Alejandra. "Selma runs down the street, but where does the rest go?" "I think it just disappears," Campbell said. "Hey, look, we can see ourselves in this puddle," Jamila called out. "Come closer." The three girls huddled by the puddle. "I know who we can ask," Alejandra said, jiggling the charm on her bracelet. They looked at their faces reflected in the water. Then each girl held out her arm and wiggled her charm. "Twist me and turn me and show me the elf. I looked in the water and saw myself." The girls chanted the words together slowly. Suddenly, a fourth face stared back at them from the puddle. "You called?" asked Brownie Elf. "We did," said Jamila, smiling down at their small friend. "We want to know what happens to water after it rains," said Campbell. "That's easy," said the elf. "Water is moving and changing all the time. Let's follow a sparkly drop." She scooped up a handful of water and threw it in the air. The girls looked up. A rainbow appeared. Then a giant bubble floated around them and lifted them up. The girls could now see the water drop up close. "I can see its tiny sparkle," Campbell shouted. The drop rose and became misty. It joined other drops and turned bright violet in the rainbow. "The color of my raincoat," Jamila exclaimed. The girls stared and smiled. The yellow of Alejandra's slicker and the red of Campbell's coat were also in the rainbow. The rainwater in the puddle also seemed to disappear, Brownie Elf said. It became vapor. "Is that what happens to my dog Tango's water when his bowl sits in the sun all day?" Campbell asked. "Or what happens to water in a saucepan when we boil eggs for too long?" asked Alejandra. "That's right," said Brownie Elf. "And when sunlight shines on lots of misty water in the right way, you see a rainbow," the elf added. The girls watched the rainbow fade and the sparkle rise higher. It became a water drop again, this time part of a fluffy cloud. Don't forget to finish the rest of the story after we finish our activities. Hi, we're going to work on a rainbow activity. So what you'll need is 7 glasses of water like this, and then you're going to fill your glass of water halfway up on 4 of them, so every other glass. So the one on the end, then more after that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put red dye into the first glass and the last glass. You're going to put 5 drops in. Then after that, you're going to put yellow into the third glass in. And you're going to put blue in the last glass. And you're going to stir those up to make sure they are full color. After that, you're going to take some paper towel and you're going to cut it in half like this. After that, you're going to fold your piece of paper towel into thirds. So it's like this. It's going to look like this. And you'll fold it in half again. And you're going to need 6 of these. So then after that, you're going to take these strips and put them between each glass. after you've done that, you're just gonna wait and wait. You have to wait about 2 hours for this to look the way it's supposed to at the end. So it's gonna be a rainbow, so it's gonna be like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and back to red right over here. If you can't do the rainbow activity with all these glasses, you can do another activity where you'll just need a container full of water and markers and a piece of paper towel. What you do with the paper towel is you'll fold it in half the long way, and then you'll color strips of using the markers. So just like this. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. You can do whatever you'd like. Then what you'll do is you'll dip it into the water, and then the colors should start flowing up. It will start to blend together as well. You can see the blue starting to make its way up to the yellow, and it starts turning green right here as well. And then you can keep doing this as much as you would like. And then the red also then continues also to bleed up.
Hi, I'm Hayden. I'm also a senior Girl Scout. I'm going to be teaching you how to make a little planting pot, like this guy. First, you're going to need a 2-liter bottle. You're going to reuse one, and if you don't have one, anything will work. You're also going to need some dirt, like we have in this cup that we reused from a restaurant, and some lettuce seeds. First, you're going to take your 2-liter bottle and ask an adult to help you cut it in half. So now you have this half and another half that looks like this. You are going to use the bottom half of your 2-liter bottle and put the dirt that you have collected into the bottle. Next, you're going to take some of your lettuce seeds and place them gently on top of the soil. Then, you're going to take some more dirt and sprinkle some on top. We use the other half of the 2-liter bottle to collect rainwater. This is some water we collected just a few days ago. You're going to sprinkle some on top just to water your seeds. But not too much because you don't want to drown the seeds so they can't grow. You're going to place it outside, and after about 4 weeks, you're going to get some lettuce, just like this. You can decorate it however you want. We spray painted this one yellow and we put some googly eyes on it. So, you can put some googly eyes on this one. And there, you have a lettuce pot.
Before we do this activity, I'm going to share with you a few things that we love to do in water. We've done things like paddleboarding and kayaking and even whitewater rafting. Write down a few things you love to do in water.
Hi. For this part of the badge, we're going to be talking about things that you love to do in water and what things float in water. So we have some items set out to test in the water that we have here in the sink. I love to go paddleboarding and kayaking. What do you love to do in water? Write that down on a piece of paper and share it with your troop. First, we're going to be testing out some Lego pieces and see if they float in the water. The big Lego piece floats in the water very well, and so does the small one. But how well do they hold the minifigures? The big Lego piece holds the minifigures very well, as you can see, because the Lego piece is not sinking. The small Lego piece, however, is sinking as we put the minifigures on, so that one doesn't float as well and wouldn't work great as a paddleboard or a kayak. Next, we're going to test out this piece of wood, this green snowflake, and this bow. They all float very well, but which one do you think is going to hold the minifigures the best? I think that the wood is going to hold the minifigures the best. As you can see, since the snowflake has holes in it, it doesn't float very well, so it sunk to the bottom after a little bit. The piece of wood holds the minifigures, so it would be good for a paddleboard or a kayak. But bow starts sinking as soon as you put the minifigures on, and the minifigures fall off. We also have this little tin dish, a spoon, and a cup. The cup falls over right away, so we aren't going to test putting the minifigures on there because we wouldn't have a way to put the minifigures inside of it. The spoon floats pretty well, but how well will it hold a minifigure? The minifigure sinks as the spoon gets more water inside of it because of the weight of the little figure. However, this tin can is able to hold the figures very well. See? Next, we're going to test this piece of cardboard. It has water that flows through it because it has tiny little holes in it, so it won't float as well, but it will stay up for a little while. See? It floats the minifigures. We made these tiny little Lego boats. You see, the other things that floated very well, they were light, but there were things that were light, such as the spoon, that didn't float well at all. But how do the Lego boats float well, even though they're heavier? Is it because of the shape that they're in? Or, well, how do you think they float? Write that down on a piece of paper and share it with your troop.
I'm going to be teaching you how to make a paper boat. This is a difficult thing to do, so you might want to ask a parent to help you with this. But you're going to start off with a printer-sized sheet of paper. Fairly easy. The first step you're going to do is take the paper and fold it this way, like this. Then once you have the paper like this, you're gonna fold it in half again, so it looks like this. Then you're gonna unfold it, so you have this crease right here. You're gonna make sure your flap is facing down like this, so right here. And then you're gonna fold in these top corners to make like two triangles on here. It's gonna look like this. Then what you're gonna do is take this bottom part right here, this little flap, and you're gonna fold it up. It's gonna look like this. You're gonna flip it over onto this side and fold these flaps right here over the top of the triangle. It's gonna look like this. Then what you're gonna do is take this bottom part right here and fold more triangles on it, like right in the corner. Gonna look like this. Then what you're gonna do is take this bottom flap right here and fold it up. It should look like this on both sides. Now this is the challenging part. You're gonna take it and open the bottom up like that. Open it all the way up until it starts to flatten out and push it there. So it looks like this then. You're gonna have it on this side and this side. These two lines should be right there. Then what you're gonna do is take this side right here and you're gonna fold it up like this. You're gonna do the same thing with the other side. This flap right here, fold up. Now what you're gonna do is take the bottom of the triangle and open it up again like that and fold it all the way down like this. So it should look like this on both sides. Now this is the challenging part. You're gonna take these top little like flaps you've made, like this, and you're gonna pull it apart all the way, like this, and flatten it out. Then what you're gonna do is open up the bottom a little bit, open it up, and fold out to make your little boat. Before you finish your love water journey, be sure you have written down 2 things you love to do in water, and also make sure you write down a promise to keep water clean. So congratulations, you've earned your Love Water badge of your Wonders of Water journey. Be sure to like this video and show it to your other friends in your troop. Thank you.